I have knitted my 33 rows and I have not cast off yet. If you lose track of where you're at, this is the 0 stitch. This is 1. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so on. And I ended up with 33. Now you're going to want to leave this open, just for ease of threading the pipe cleaner. Oh, I'm using a black background, I'm sorry. This is why you needed a tapestry needle that had an eye big enough for this. Now they do have real huge ones. Get the smallest needle. Well, it's too late now, but get the smallest needle you can, that you can still put that pipe cleaner in. And this is again why we wanted the 3mm pipe cleaners and not the 6, because you're going to want to thread this down through behind the rungs of the ladder. Now it looks daunting, but this is why we didn't want to tighten that I-cord. And you can always, turn it over and check, make sure you're not going through. And it is tedious, but it gives a beautiful result. There, I'm kind of stuck. So take your time. Half of what makes this dragon so beautiful is the piecing together. And I hate piecing together, but once I found out that if you take your time and you go slow and you make it a part of your crafting, I don't mind it anymore. In fact, I like it. I try to find ways to make it smoother and more even, and this is one of them. Okay, and see, you just kind of tug it, tighten it up. And if you get to the end and you realize that you've got the pipe cleaner showing over a rung on the other side, pull it through and try it again. It's not a race. You want it to look good. Okay, see, I tightened the end and now I'm having a little more difficulty. But we're going to get to the end and we punch it through the very tip. There, you can really see the ladders now, or the rungs of the ladder, right there. And again, we're going to use those as a guide for sewing these onto the panels. So don't tighten them down. Now this is where we get the little fingernail on the wings. We're going to open it up, take it off, and just kind of fold it over just a wee little bit so that we don't have a sharp end. And then adjust it back. Okay, that's half the battle. At this point you can take the needle off, but I would put it on a stitch holder. We may need to add or decrease a couple stitches depending on where we start sewing this onto the panel.